In John 15:1, Jesus says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. He's speaking to his disciples. And so a vine dresser, that is like a gardener. What do they do to garden? What do gardeners do to gardens? They cultivate them, they maintain them, they sustain them. They are really just the caretakers of the garden. And so here Jesus is just emphasizing, like in John 14:10, about how he does nothing of his own initiative, nothing of his own authority, and how he's fully dependent on the Father. Even in his limitedness, in his humility, he limited himself and humbled himself, and still acknowledging that in that state, he is not greater than the Father. If Christ, a perfect man, fully God and fully man, without sin, had to depend on the Father, how much more do we need to depend on the Father? Do we need to depend on Jesus for direction, for decisions, and just in day-to-day life? Like, one thing that ministered to me recently was how my dad was telling me how, like, we need to just acknowledge the Lord in all of our ways, and in the small decisions. That's what Jesus did. He acknowledged God in everything, in all that he did. He didn't do anything that the Lord did not tell him, that his Father in heaven didn't tell him to do. We must acknowledge God in all of our ways, not trying to live independent from him, but to live dependent on him, if that makes sense.